The Beacon magazine, The Purpose of Polarities, in an editorial and articles discussing why this solar system evolving along the lines of duality and esotericism and the feminine principle, they discuss masculine and feminine principles, polarities, and how modern consciousness interacts with them. For example, masculine and feminine energies are synthesized into a perfected unity, because they believe in the rebus representing both opposites coming together to create perfection. Theosophy, the androgyne concept. From theosophical literature, Helena Blavatsky, there is the idea of original androgyny. Theosophical literature speaks of androgynous beings on two levels, the metaphysical and physical. On the metaphysical level, it refers to the stage of emanation where the unity becomes a duality, a father-mother, or the second logos. The one principle is sexless, while its primal radiation is androgynous. Adam Codman and the Kabbalah is the celestial androgyne prior to the human Adam and Eve. And they uphold Adam and Eve because of their rebellion towards the Heavenly Father. And also, it is quite true that sometimes we find some of the opposite qualities develop in each sex. In the noblest man, much compassion, and the noblest woman, great strength. But it is a blending of the opposites in order that the perfect human being in whom all the qualities are developed may gradually appear on our earth. These people push these things so heavily because not only is it based in the understanding of the perfected human being, but also because it's contrary to the Heavenly Father. We already understand that man was created for the woman, not to be a woman, and vice versa. They were created to come together and procreate. That's what it's about. Freemasonry, alchemical symbolism, the rebus and double matter, from a Masonic article. One in the medicine one, which however, according to the philosophers, is called rebus, two thing, being composed of two things, namely a body and a spirit, red or white. Rebus is two things, and two things are one thing. Know that the secret of the work consists in male and female, i.e. an active and a passive principle. In an enlarged newsletter, the rebus represents the finished product after one has gone through the process of putrefaction and purification, which entails separating two opposing qualities and then reuniting them. This rebus represents the reunited opposites after they have been cleaned up. Anciently, this was referred to as divine hermaphrodite, as well as the aspect of destroy and rebuild, solve a coagula. One World Trade Center, also known as Freedom Tower, is the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere, located in Lower Manhattan, New York City, as part of the World Trade Center complex rebuilt after the 9/11 attacks. Its symbolic height of 1,776 feet refers to the year the Declaration of Independence was signed, also refers to the year the Illuminati was founded. They know what they're doing with that year. They know what they're doing when it comes to the construction of the tower, representing the Illuminati in regards to the year. Founded by Adam Weishaupt. The skyscraper houses offices, a tenant amenity floor, and the One World Observatory offering panoramic city views. So we know that just in regards to the rebus effect, like I said, you have that catastrophe that took place on 9/11, which was ritualistic. Everything about that was ritualistic, as well as the aftermath. Just when it comes to the number 11, Bin Laden getting caught on 2011, that just went into the narrative. We already know that that was an inside job, and all these people were in alignment. And these people of Al Qaeda, they were just patsies. We already know that that was an inside job. It just definitely was. There's too much evidence that supports that. And also, just going into the rebus further, like I said, the Salve aspect is the destruction for the two towers. And that destruction represents the aspect of coming together to create one. Destroy and rebuild. So the destruction is the Salve and the rebuild is the coagula. Coming together. That's why it's One World Trade Center. They didn't make two towers again. They made one because it represented the rebus. just when it comes to the pronoun like they got this new stupid ass pronoun with they. We refer to one person as they because it's going into the rebis, where two people or two or more people equals one. And in this case, it's just two because there's only two genders, right? So they utilize the they term because it represents the rebis. Two equals one, coming together of the opposites representing perfection. And they uphold the number three because it further goes into the rebus in regards to the two equaling the one, where one and two come together and you have the three because the three is just the ultimate aspect of the perfection that comes from bringing the two together, right? And 1 + 2 obviously is 3 as well. So they uphold that number, but it's really about the number 11 just when it comes to the duality and the whole aspect of the rebus when it comes to the two things, right? So the Twin Towers, that whole ritual, it also went into the rebus as well. And we're going to further go into that on a Patreon video. I just wanted to add this because, it just contextualizes the video, the subject matter of the video. Purpose and significance. Memorial and what's that word there? Rebirth. The number 11 represents rebirth. Rebirth goes into the same concept as the coagula. Goes into the same concept as, activation or reactivation. Built on the site of the original World Trade Center towers, it serves as a memorial and a symbol of the resilience and strength of the United States after September 11th, quote unquote, attacks. 9/11, 9/11 equals 11, 1 and 1. The rebis, the rebirth after the destruction, to create order or harmony or beauty. Just like when it comes to the fourth ray of the 7 rays of Alice Bailey's system, when it comes to the Rainbow Bridge, the fourth ray represents beauty out of chaos, the rebirth aspect. An alchemical illustration from 1550 depicting the rebis as a divine androgen, symbolizing the union of opposites. Just as we understand when it comes to the rebis effect, the union coming together, solve a coagula. Even when it comes to the 7 rays, I believe in one of the philosophies regarding one of the rays, you have this aspect of beauty out of chaos, which is obviously order out of chaos, or the beauty or the madness that comes from, the catastrophe, you have order. All of these 7 rays which make up the Rainbow Bridge in regards to the concept of Alice Bailey's rebis, the understanding of the personality with the spiritual self coming together, so on and so forth. Where you have the inner will, and you also have the inner wisdom, or divine will, the first one, inner wisdom, unconditional love, pure harmony, knowledge, true peace, and freedom. These are all the 7 rays associated with the rebis or the Rainbow Bridge. And we already understand just when it comes to certain concepts like the Kabbalah or the Hindu philosophies with the chakras, so on and so forth, it's all under the same umbrella. It's all under the same umbrella. And you have with the 4th ray, which is the pure harmony, creating beauty out of chaos. You get harmony through the catastrophe that ensued.